go 100.
Let's make sure we protect each other's mental space. If you ever need me, just call. I'ma come running, give it my all. Love is love, God wins. Keep your vibrations high and watch how your blessings. I'm not allowed to say murder, you killed him. I've got to say rape for sexual assault.
You must be blocking love is love. So what's your chat made of? You must be blocking love is love. So what's your chat made of?
You flip and dip the game. Well, you the only one to blame. Tell the crow she won't be twerking. All the lies you told ain't working. In your chat, them swords be lurking. Ready to chop, chop, chop your Birkin. We can see you playing lambs, but you built your shit on scams. Playing victim to make it rain. Now you swim in the sea of pain. Now stay in your lane. Yo, chat better make it rain. Yo, chat better, yo, chat better, yo, chat better make it rain. Your lane. Yo, chat better make it rain. Yo, chat better, yo, chat better, yo, chat better make it rain.
Why are you up there on the table? I gotta clean this table off
Then you hide behind a French. The universe gave you a sign. It's
look,
why your
she up there
channel's
acting like
on
she
the
looking
line.
for food now.
Love is not a joke. You should have thought before you spoke. Acting like you better than woke. Now you're choking on the smoke. If you don't want the wrong words to leak, mind the gap before you speak. Now stay in your lane. Yo, chat better make it wane. Yo, chat better, yo, chat better, yo, chat better make it wane. Now stay in your lane. Yo, chat better make it wane. Yo, chat better, yo, chat better, yo, chat better make it.
What's going on? What's going on? YouTube, Twitch, TikTok. What's going on? Listen, things are getting crazier in this world. People are not in control of themselves. I keep saying this. People are operating on pride and ego. If y'all just coming into the TikTok page, please tap the screen, share the live. This is something that we need to talk about and figure it out. Because here we are with another McDonald's incident. Here we are with another McDonald's incident coming out of Missouri. This time, 3 people involved. 1 person's unalive, 2 people's locked up, right? Now, once again, I keep on stating this. This is not a management problem. It's not the titles, right? People are stuck in their ways. People have attitudes. People don't want to get out of each other's way. It is a people's problem. And here we are with another incident. So let's take a listen.
Charges in a shooting at a Metro East McDonald's on Wednesday night. Now a manager and an employee's mother are both charged in the incident. Belleville police say this all started when the manager on duty.
A manager and an employee's mother, right? The employee is the one. So she, give y'all a little backdrop on the story. The manager and the employee got into it. The manager tells the employee to take out the trash. The employee don't want to take out the trash. They share some words. The employee calls her mother. The employee mother comes up there, in which case the manager pew-pews the employee. and the mother and the manager both got locked up. I'm gonna look more into it, but I'm telling y'all, this is a people's problem. We don't know how to talk to each other. We don't know how to deal with each other. We refuse to talk or deal with each other with respect. This is a people's problem.
Kathy Bledsoe asked a juvenile employee to take out the trash. When the teen refused, she was told to go home. The teen then contacted her mom, Tanika McKenzie, who had a fight with Bledsoe, and Bledsoe pulled out a gun. Dates in this case, charges in a
I gotta look up the whole thing, see if I can find the whole longer clip. I didn't know this clip was cut
shooting
short
at a
like
Metro
that.
East McDonald's on Wednesday night. Now a manager and an employee's mother are both charged in the incident. Belleville police say this all started when the manager on duty, Kathy Bledsoe, asked a juvenile employee to take out the trash. When the teen refused, she was told to go home. The teen then contacted her mom, Tanika McKenzie, who had a fight with Bledsoe, and Bledsoe pulled out a gun. Dates in this case, charges in a shooting at a Metro East McDonald's on Wednesday night.
All
Now
right,
a manager and an
That it's
employee's mother
McDonald's,
are both
not
charged in the
coincidence. Not coincidence. The whole conversation about I don't want to say it on TikTok, but the whole conversation we had about them bringing in this different kind of technology into the restaurants. And
Side of Metro East McDonald's.
this could be.
That's what I'm
this could
saying,
be a
like,
process for it.
This is what I'm saying. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, are we doing this to ourselves, or is this some type of pre-programmed? Because everybody's going around trying to be a dick, an asshole, or act funny. Hold up. Yeah, it's not.
That's why I told everybody to keep this shit put up.
What happened?
You should keep it chewing on the board.
Grand Rising, Grand Rising.
No. No.
Okay, maybe nobody was unalived in this situation, but we about to hear it though. They say 2 pew pew.
McDonald's. Police say an employee shot 2 people inside the business. This all happened in Belleville on South Belt East near Jackson Road. Our Russell Kinsall spoke to people shocked to find crime scene tape under the golden arches.
Oh my goodness. Oh, that's horrible.
Tamara Vincent came to McDonald's on South Belt East in Belleville to pick up a DoorDash order and found a crime scene.
I had to take a picture of what's going on because the customer was expecting me to pick up her order.
Police say shortly before 5, they got word of a disturbance and that an employee had fired a gun inside the restaurant. Officers found 2 women with gunshot wounds.
Keep-
At McDonald's, like right here, like this is crazy.
People are shocked to hear about a violent altercation at a popular place in Belleville.
I was just out door dashing and I just drove by and I was like, what are these cop cars doing here with caution tape?
Police say there was an altercation in the office before the shooting. Police say the victims were not employees.
Are these paid actors or something?
I really.
This is the world is one big stage, because look at these people acting like they oblivious to the world, like they don't know bad shit happening in the world. Like, I'm a DoorDasher and I just pulled up and I was shocked to see tape at the McDonald's. Come on. I can't believe fucked up shit is happening in the world today. I don't want to believe it. Like, come on. These is paid actors or something.
Customers. A McDonald's employee was taken into custody.
This is sad. This is real sad.
Police say the employee and the victims knew each other.
I was just coming here to get some food, and
The
nobody.
employees
answered
and the
back.
victim knew
Trent
each
Young
other.
found the place closed and shocked
Another
to find out
McDonald's,
why.
right?
Just kind of surprised to see it happen here.
Is it
Both
something in the
victims were
food?
taken to local hospitals. Police say their injuries were not life-threatening. Both are listed in stable condition. In Belleville, Russell Kinsall, First Alert 4.
Okay, so I mean, she didn't unalive anybody, but it still points at management and employees. Is it the younger generation? Is it the unruly younger generation, or is it the older generation sternness? Like, which one is it? Because something is happening in our community where people don't want to take orders, or people don't want to, you know what I mean? Like, what's going on?
I'm sorry though. If my kid came home and said that she refused to do something at the job, I would tell her to either do what she's, that's her job.
Yeah, but you're not in the
Or-
communities that this is happening in, so you know what I mean.
Or
You're
find a different job, right?
I know, but you're not in the communities that this happening in. You got to think this is why I say, like, you have these mothers who's best friends with their kids, so and this has been happening for a while. I mean, John Morant mom called him. John Morant's mom got into it with a Foot Locker employee. And she was like, "Do you know who I am? Do you know who I am?" This was his first pew pulling out the pew on somebody incident. You know what I'm saying? And John Morant, being an NBA basketball player, still went up to that mall and showed out and act out for his mother. Right? Another situation, the mom put her son in a situation where she was arguing with somebody in the store, and the dude started punching on his mom, and he went outside, got the pew, came in. You get what I'm saying? Another situation, a girl set her boyfriend up to get pew. Like, what the fuck is really going on? Is it that much pride and ego in this world where people are just like, you know what? Oh, you ain't gonna talk to me like that. Let me call my mom. Right?
Yeah.
And then your mom come up there with the same type of attitude that you got. How does that make sense? And now y'all both sitting there trying to yell at the manager, go off on the manager. The manager got the attitude too. Why? Because this situation already took place with a McDonald's manager. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sure.
So the McDonald's manager is like, you ain't about to get me. I ain't about to be the next one motherfucking sliced up and gone. I got a family to get home to. Pow, pow. You know what I'm saying? Is this a wave?
I'm going with my conspiracy theory.
Because you gotta remember, look.
Conspiracy theory.
Look. The first incident take place, right? Every McDonald's manager is on high alert.
Yes.
Every McDonald's manager is on high alert with, I'm not about to be that manager. because he, you know what I mean, the person that he kept on calling Pops, you know what I mean, Pops, like Chris. Yeah, like it's not right here, but it is what it is. I.
All right, for update in this case, charges in a shooting at a Metro East McDonald's on Wednesday night. Now, a manager and an employee's mother are both charged in the incident. Belleville
Manager.
This all started when the manager on duty, Kathy Bledsoe, asked a juvenile employee to take out the trash. When the teen refused, she was told to go home. The teen then contacted her mom, Tanika McKenzie, who had a fight with Bledsoe, and Bledsoe.
Yeah, it's like every time we go live, it's like he turns on like some type of device that's on his phone or something. Takes us off of my Wi-Fi and forces us to try to get on his Wi-Fi. So then I gotta go and reset just basically reload the Wi-Fi that, you know what I mean? I don't know what the fuck, man. I don't know if this is about data. I don't know if this is about monitoring. I don't know. I'm not pretending to know. That's not my job. My job is to get her and her family out of here safely. And you know, that's it. That's all our job is, Atlas family. We ain't here to, whatever he got going on, his secrets will be revealed, you know, because this is like the third person he had at his house doing weird shit too, or whatever. Not only that, like some of the messages that's on Facebook, that's on his Facebook, they seem like cryptid or like he was, you know, blackmailing some people or some shit. I don't know. I'm not going to pretend to know. I don't give a fuck. There's an investigator that can do that job. He's got to go to court on the 25th. Let him handle his life. And we going to handle ours. That's it. That's the only options. All right. So in this second McDonald's situation, altercation, right? The manager pulls out the pew pew, and the manager, you know, because listen, it's probably a lot of fear in a lot of management's mind now in McDonald's. You know what I mean? A lot of them know that they're dealing with unruly kids, you know, mouthy kids or whatever. And a lot of our youth, they are judging you based off your beauty, to be honest. Like a lot of our youth are like, man, I'm not listening to nobody that's not beautiful. You know what I mean? They don't think like a ugly person like, for real. Like, I'm sorry to say it, but, and you know, y'all could correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm right. You know, and it seems like a heavy attack on the internet. IRL streams are getting hacked. So a lot of IRL streams are getting hacked. A lot of things are going down, like with big content creator pages and stuff like that. A lot of the ones that are creating beef and stuff like that, their pages are going down. Then it looks like the person who they're beefing with is taking their page down. So yeah, there's just a lot of shit that's going on right now. And to be honest, I don't know if we're paying attention to it. You know, I really don't know if we're paying attention to all the things that's going on right now. I will hope that we all, you know, are, you know, feel the vibe of things and know that, you know, all this is happening, because you can feel it. You know what I mean? You can actually feel it. Something is off in this verse. People are not in their right state of being, because there's no possible way, you know, they should be responding like this, you know. And now we have to go into conspiracy theorists. We got to go into conspiracy theories. Now we need to test people, because one thing for sure, two things for certain, and y'all ain't gonna like what I'm about to say. Something happened during that pandemic. Something happened. Fucking nanobite technology, whatever the fuck it is, all these pharmaceuticals, that might have been a play on people. Like, now that you have this nanobite technology inside of you, you are now technically an owner. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's own you. Because if we're not under the operation of water no more, right? Because think about it. The secret was us not knowing that we were under the same laws and rules of the queen. That was the secret. But if we go by the laws that are governed in that, now that the queen is gone, right? The land is given back to the people, right? But if you go by a secret operation, then the real land is the people. Operation of the currency, water inside you. That's why when you birth, you come through a birth canal, a water break, dam, all of that stuff. You got to go to a doctor or a dock in order to unload your cargo. Cargo being escargot, which is the person that you are birthing, right? And then that doctor give you a certificate, which is the same thing as a transfer of saying that you dropped these goods off in the United States through the operation of the currency. That's why it's best to know the universal laws, and it's best to know, maritime laws, right? So under maritime laws, we were under the operation of the sea, which was something that was pushed into a secret operation, right? And all of that liberty stuff is a false liberty, so on and so forth, allegedly, right? Let's say that, right? So they would have to find a new system. Like, if the old queen is gone, then we, you know what I mean, we free to so they would have to find another governing system, right? So when the pandemic hit, you wonder why everybody was like getting different shots. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't the same shot for everybody. Like, they looked into it. Remember, the UN looked into it. Remember, everybody, they was issuing warrants for, you know what I mean, like Dr. whatever the dude name was, like, literally they were like, what the fuck, y'all did something, right? What if that same nanobite technology that they were putting inside people, what if they can turn that on?
That's what I mean. There is a theory out there like that in the conspiracy world.
Because this is not, something is off.
Yeah, and they I mean, there could be multiple reasons. I mean, they are manipulating the media. They are manipulating certain,
I mean, because look at the chain of events that's taking place, right? All of these different outbursts, right? It says that people are not in control of themselves. So if we keep having outbursts with people that's not in control of themselves, then it would always say that those people need to be governed, right? Because that's what the system is for, to govern us, help you from yourself when you don't know you need help from yourself, right? But it doesn't seem like nobody's helping nobody from themselves or helping nobody from other people.
they're just encouraging it.
Right. So if the trick is to, because this is about, if nobody needs help, then, you know what I mean? So you got to create a system where people constantly need help so you can constantly sell them help. You got to have work security.
Yeah.
So it always has to be a problem in this world.
Okay. I mean, those various agencies that are employed in that chaotic world, that they're police.
All right. Let's think about it in a different sense. Let's go bigger. All right.
Yeah.
Creatures of habit, trained to do something, fight, right? In a time of peace, what do they do?
Right. It's just like what the Spartans do when they weren't battling. They were fighting each other. Yep. Yeah.
So in this sense, right, when you create a iron sharpens iron type of mentality, and you're doing this with creatures of habit, what habit are you creating? A fighting habit. Troy, whatever you want to call it, it's the Trojan horse, it's the mystery Babylon, it's the secret. Like, unless we create peaceful people, we're not going to see a peaceful society. Unless we create, a method of peace, we're not going to see peace. We can't keep, training people for fight, battle, war, and expect them not to go out there and fight, battle, war. It's like right now, people are trained for a victimizing mentality. So people are either used to being a victim, or now it's my turn to fucking burn the world down. You get what I'm saying? That's why, you got people like Jaguar out there putting repetitive stuff out there, like, I'm not gonna be a victim of Jay-Z. Jay-Z gonna be a victim of Jaguar. You know what I mean?
Right.
Victimizing. That's the software that's in her brain. You know what I mean? So when you have these situations, it's just going from one trauma to the next trauma. That's the software that's in their brain. So how do you stop the software? Like, I know I had to stop my own, right? When I realized that I was speaking my own negative into existence since I was a kid, right? So because I was in group homes, because I was in foster care, because I was taken out the family, because I was, you know what I mean? I kept on telling myself, like, anytime good shit would start happening to me, you know what I would tell myself? Where's the bad shit at? Where's the, because I know, you know what I'm saying, after all, you know what I'm saying, group homes, foster care, all of that shit, I know it's coming. I thought trouble lasts more than the good times. Yeah. So trouble was lasting more than the good times. And in my mind, I had to change that, because I was like, that's why I went from a why me to a why not me method. You know what I mean? Right. Because once I went from a why not me, then it was like I was able to deal with the bullshit, and I stopped speaking negative shit into my life. I stopped, you know what I'm saying, looking for the negative. You know what I mean? Like when you with somebody, you always thinking like, man, is they cheating? Is they, you know what I mean? Like that becomes repetitive. When you do that, it becomes repetitive. So now you're doing that in every relationship, now you're like, why I gotta keep going through this? Why I gotta keep, that's what you're looking for. You're looking for that struggle. You're looking for that fight. You're repeating it. You know what I mean? So when I, you know what I'm saying, think about this, I'm thinking about it from a point of like, let me just, even if you are, like, even if somebody is doing something, right? Even if you are in doubt of your relationship, right? You still don't have to constantly concentrate on that, because it's not your responsibility for that person to want to do right by you. Do you get what I'm saying?
Say that again.
Okay. So like when people are dealing with people, right? It's not my responsibility to guard my heart from you, to make sure that you don't do this, do it. You know what I'm saying? It's not my responsibility to guard my thoughts from you, to make sure that you don't manipulate my thoughts. It's not my responsibility to shield my conversation from you, because we're doing too much of protecting our original authentic self, right? In this world, you hide your original authentic self, and you do as the Romans. You pretend to be whatever it is that, you know, going on with your age group in order to, you know what I mean? Because think about it, like when I was a kid, my dad used to give me all types of outrageous haircuts. I go to school, get made fun of, right? It wasn't the time for that shit, you know what I mean? But my dad, like, man, you know, if Jay-Z had this haircut, everybody be rocking it. If da-da-da-da had this haircut, everybody be rocking it. And I'm like, but they don't. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I'm trying to tell them, like, but they don't. Like, whatever, you know what I mean? Whatever dimension you're in where this haircut is in style, this ain't the dimension, right? So, but then when you see like it come out, like when the Boosie fade came out, and I'm like, I ain't nothing but a bowl cut. My dad was giving me bowl cuts in '93. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like, damn, he was right in a sense. You know what I mean? If somebody that had a greater image portrayed that, then everybody will be doing it. So if we had idols whose image was on enlightenment, wisdom, knowledge, so on and so forth, we would have more people out there who's journeying for knowledge, wisdom, but the idols ain't doing that. You get what I'm saying? The people who we favor ain't doing that. So that's why they portray certain images of races to do certain things to affect the generations to come. So by our, mind always being on money, rapping, getting rich, so on and so forth, the next generation that we breed is going to be entertainers. Does that make sense?
Yeah. It's good.
Yeah. So if we like put ourselves in a higher focus of being, the next procreation is going to come out in a higher focus of being. But we don't have the idols that's doing that on a grander scale to make it favorable, because we're in an impressionable world. So whatever you impress upon this world is what you get in this world. So because we oppress upon greed, gluttony, lust, you know what I'm saying? Gimme, 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 gimme. It became a Pac-Man society. So everybody is like just taking, you know what I mean? We're in a time where it's like, fucking, we ain't in no catch and release type time. They playing for keeps right now. You know what I mean? For real.
Yeah.
These right now during the ascension, they playing for keeps. They want who they can keep. And they knocking you out your vessel quick. They knocking you out your vessel quick. Look at all the situations that's going on. Whatever entities that are inside these bodies, that are inside, they not even fucking hiding anymore. They're glad. I'm glad I'm gonna take you down. I'm good. That's not a fucking human. That's a demon, a demonic entity that's showing you we're here. You know what I mean? And they come in fucking legions, and they're all popping out. That's why I said, let's not take on that energy. When I said, remember in December, when we first started talking about Jaguar Right, what did I say? That is a fucking energy that will leak and seep into your fucking life.
Yeah. And has, and all the people.
And that's why I said pointing her out is the perfect person to point out, because look at Maggie. Maggie became a Jaguar. All these people became a Jaguar. It became an effect for real. And then it started affecting people's lives, right? And that's why I said by April, we cannot be in that.
Yeah.
That's why I know a lot of the people, that's on YouTube that was following us, that was keeping up with us. I know a lot of them was like, well, you ain't about to talk about that, then I ain't about. Cool. Don't follow me. Don't support me. I'm good. Because I know what the fuck going on. I know the transfer of that energy when you constantly put yourself in those conversations. I know the transfer of that energy when you constantly sitting in them rooms. I know that's why I say, well, time to go play the game. Well, because you're not going to stick me in that energy. We watched it, get pulled to certain people's lives. You know what I mean? We watched it. We watched them go into depression. Lady Leticia went into depression when she was sitting on them panels with Jaguar and shit like that. You know what I mean? Fucking Just D's was falling asleep, taking that shit into her dream state, sitting on them panels. You know what you do when you fall asleep listening to that shit? What? And she wondering why she can't stop bleeding. She what? Come on, I'm not pulling that shit into my life. No. And we always do it. We keep on acting like, man, that shit ain't that. That shit ain't that. Okay, let me know when positive shit start happening for you. Because people who say that it's not happening, that's the same motherfuckers who's in misery, negativity, You know what I'm saying? My family ain't shit. This, that, and the third. Hey, you ever try talking positive? Man, fuck that shit. All right. Let me know when shit start changing for you. You know what I mean? Deuces. That's how I am. And then like my crazy ass, I keep going back to family trying to pull them out of that negative repeat. I keep going back to them like, yo, think positive for a month. You know what I'm saying? Just try it for a month. I know a month is a long time, but just think positive for a month. They won't do it. They won't do it. I promise you. Women, if they thought positive for a month and they started changing their digestive system of what they eat, their menstrual cycle will change.
Yeah.
Your menstrual cycle is a buildup of all of that negative that you keep on pulling in. It has to go somewhere. You're not grounding anymore. It's a book called The Red Tent. If you go read that book called The Red Tent, then you'll be like, damn, he right. Well, it was like y'all cycles would sync to each other. You got to think medieval times, they had concubines, they had, you know what I'm saying? So it was just a group of women hanging out with each other all the time. You know what I'm saying? Cycles linking together. Where was that blood going? Back into the ground. Back into the ground.
Oh, they used to do those baths or whatever, right?
Where y'all shit going right now? A fucking sewer system or the trash.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all not putting it back into the ground. Y'all lost y'all connection with Mother Earth. Y'all not giving the transfer back to Mother Earth. Y'all ain't grounding no more. Y'all ain't giving that blood back to Mother Earth. Now it's that's disgusting. What the fuck? It's the transfer. It's alchemy. Why you think they take the blood out the body before they put it back in the ground?
So it doesn't happen?
No, because they're tricking us. The blood is supposed to go back to the dirt for a proper transfer with Mother Earth. We are not properly transferring. And back in the Viking days, they sent you out to the ocean and set you ablaze.
Right.
Your blood is trapped, being transferred in a system that's not real. Do you get what I'm saying? That's why they take it out the body. That blood's supposed to go back to the ground. We doing shit all wrong. You can't. If they left it in there, what they gonna use? They need it.
Underground, they would never eat
They need it. They need it. They need it. Yeah, the blood banks, blood drives.
Now I'm questioning whether or not I believe in vampires.
Blood bank, blood drives. They need that shit.
Because for real, like if it's going in the ground.
All right, watch this. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do another one for you. I'm gonna do another one. A different.
Blow my mind again. Okay.
All right, here we go. Why KFC changed their name to KFC instead of Kentucky Fried Chicken? In 1991, KFC had an argument on the table that KFC cannot be Kentucky Fried Chicken due to the fact that they were not serving chicken. So they had to change it to KFC. So what the fuck was they serving if they wasn't serving chicken? And this was a big argument on the table in 1991.
Why is it so much more delicious than other chicken?
Soylent Green.
Oh my god. Oh, please no. Come on. No. Oh my gosh.
They told you that McDonald's meat was made out of rib meat. They never told you what rib it was. You know what I'm saying? They never told you what rib it was. And 2 years ago, they told you that they had a McDonald's factory where they found, you know what I'm saying, human remains, and it was under investigation. Before that, it was the McDonald's at the Philadelphia Zoo back in the 90s, and the zoo burned down. They said the McDonald's was giving out the damn monkey meat. I'm saying, like, there's a lot of shit that we kept on overlooking in this world. We keep on overlooking a lot of shit in this world. We just keep on overlooking it.
Because we want to be comfortable.
We don't want to believe that we eating each other.
If I knew that, like for like, I guess if they told us that, we would maybe change our diet and eat different things.
Yeah. We fuck around and stop eating meat altogether.
Right.
Why you think you keep on seeing them people that's licking their lips, their minds from all the meat, from the pork and stuff like that? They did a study on skin cancer, and they found out that skin cancer wasn't because of the skin or anything like that. It was skin cancer was coming because they did a test. They was like, all right, this piece of skin has pork and stuff in it. This piece of skin don't, right? And the piece of skin with the pork and stuff in it was the skin that was getting skin cancer. So it's the pork that is running through our body that is fucking up our brain. You get what I'm saying? It's just like that frog. That frog who it's something inside of his brain, a parasite inside of his brain that's telling him to climb to the top of the tree, knowing that a bird is going to eat that motherfucker.
Yeah.
That's us with the pork and the stuff that we putting inside our digestive system. It is doing something to our brain that is causing us to act to do this.
Wasn't there like a light warning about this? It's vaguely coming about like mad cows and all that, like the meat. It had something to do with meat.
Listen, in 2021, the Galactic Federation told them they had to clean that shit the fuck up. Why do you think farmers was burning crop? Why do you think all of that shit was going on? Cows, hundreds of cows just dropping dead, right? Fish falling out the sky. Come on. Somebody's telling them to stop doing shit to us, and they don't want to listen. Somebody's telling them to stop fucking with us, allow us to ascend inside the vessel, and they don't want to listen. That's the truth of this. That's why the scales are, the flashes are happening on the Schumann resonator, right? That's why all of that's happening, right? That's a vibrational frequency that they're reading, right? They know what the universe is telling them to do. They're refusing to do it. They know what the universe is telling them to do about a particular spot, North America. They're refusing to do it. They're still manipulating the crystals underground, so on and so forth. Well, actually, they're not manipulating the crystals underground. That's where the backup is coming in at. The backup of negative is coming in because they're not in charge of the crystals no more. But they still want to manipulate, Cleopatra needle in the UK and the one that's here in the Pentagon, and it's not working for them. They can't, in the Aquarius sky, you cannot put negative energy in the air and get the same outcome. You have to put positive into the air in order for shit to run. And they refuse to put positive in the air because controversy sells. So they refuse to put the population in a higher vibrational frequency because they built it on a lower vibrational frequency. You get what I'm saying?
Runs on it.
Yeah.
Well, it's just like cars, right? Cars run on gasoline and the oil is at some point going to run out, and then they'll have to figure out how to do it different. It's the same thing.
Well, not really.
What do you mean?
Okay, because if you keep on, having these different. Okay, so if these energies are being pushed through a certain collective down here, right? Then you keep disrupting that collective. You get what I'm saying?
Okay, so you're saying because they're actually disrupting it.
Yeah, because this is not about flesh and blood.
Right.
They don't care about flesh and blood. Nobody's playing for this is not, your body ain't shit. None of this stuff is shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? So they're playing a different game because they don't care about flesh and blood. They care about loose energy. They care about, you know what I mean? So they want to trap you in regret, revenge, anger. They want to trap you in that. So once they build that up in the vessel, they can get rid of the vessel. You know what I mean? It's like Biggie Smalls, right? At night I can't sleep. I toss and turn. Like he wrote a book, you know, about life after death. You know, he wrote a book about, you know what I'm saying, born again. Like he wrote these books. I mean, not these books, but he, you know what I'm saying, created these, you know, albums. You get what I'm saying? And by doing so, at a time where he was going up in popularity, right? When Puffy snuffed him out, right? It created such an energy burst. You get what I'm saying? They can't get that again. When they did Biggie and Tupac, right? They created something different in 95, 96, right? It stopped all the block parties. It stopped the love vibration. It stopped the, you know what I mean? Every woman, every man join the caravan of love. It stopped it, right? East Coast against West Coast, it did something different to the whole everything, right? And then once they realized what they were doing, they kept on doing it. Rodney King beating, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, you know what I mean? They kept on, instead of allowing a certain build within that collective, they kept on, you get what I'm saying? And that's where the book of Revelations come in. The book of Revelations, Revelation 17, 1-7, Mystery Babylon. You know what I mean? They keep on stopping God's people from ascending, God's chosen people, right? Because the reason why it's God's chosen people is because a lot of people don't want to live in Christ. A lot of people don't want to live in the light. A lot of people don't want to be honest with themselves. A lot of people don't want to admit that they do things, and you know what I mean? So it's like they separated themselves from consciousness instead of accepting all things that come with a conscious. See, all the things that come with a conscious is accountability. You see that lacking in the world. All the things that come with a conscious is a sense of moral compass, sense of dignity. You see dignity lacking in the world. Motherfuckers is farting out in public, doing disgusting shit, all types of stuff, right? It became normal, right? You see the things that come with a conscious lacking in this world. Yet we don't want to say that we're losing consciousness. You get what I'm saying? We think when somebody's losing conscious, oh, they're blacking out, oh, they're going. No, that's a false. That's your body or your vessel shutting down. Consciousness is something bigger than that, right? And so if you think about it like on a magic scale, right? This energy of consciousness has been sitting, building up somewhere because we've been cut off from consciousness, right? So now when vessels are ascending and tapping into that consciousness, it's almost like a burst of energy, like a you know what I'm saying? To where as though you're going to have spontaneous combustions inside the body. You know what I mean? To where as though you're going, so much knowledge and consciousness is going to flood into the vessel. It's going to create chaos in this world. Do you get what I'm saying? That's what they're afraid of. That's the fear side of it. But that's not true. Because once you allow yourself to tap into the conscious, your body will deal with it. Your body will even itself out if you allow it to. You get what I'm saying? But you have to take the fight within. A lot of people, they get this energy and then they take the fight outside of them. McDonald's should turn into a warehouse-based restaurant. It should be such. I don't know. As a corporation, I don't know what McDonald's should do, because if this is something that's about to start happening in a bunch of McDonald's, like, then that got me looking like, what the fuck? Who is they hiring? Like, is there a memo that say, or is it the people? That's why I keep on saying it's the people. It's not just McDonald's. It's the people in these urban areas that, you know what I mean? We have like trained and ignorance and mouthing off and it's the people.
Because this looks like it might be in a more.
Well, this is Missouri.
Yeah, but it might look. It's like more of a suburban area.
Oh, pulled out a gun. Metro East McDonald's on Wednesday night. Now a manager and an employee's mother are both charged in the incident. Belleville police say this all started when the manager on duty, Kathy Bledsoe, asked a juvenile employee to take out the trash. When the teen refused, she was told to go home.
Look up Kathy Bledsoe. Look, it's that when the teen refused, she was told to go home, and she called her mother, and the mother came up there. Now think about this. Think about this. I want look up. I want to see what the mother looked like in the Kathy Bledsoe. Kathy. But and then Bledsoe, BLEDSOE. But look though, I want you to think about this. In this situation, right? She told her to go home, right? The same situation as the other one. Told her to go home. She came back, right? So in the minds of management, all management is like, shit, if I tell somebody to go home and they come back up here, you know what I'm saying? No. In the mindset of like, is it on the news? Is it I want to see the pictures of the people that she pew-pewed. It's something in the water. It is something in the water. Gotta be, man. Y'all come up in the box. Y'all get up in the box and speak about this. What do y'all think about this? Is this a design play? Is this a way to bring technology into the corporations? Is this the way to say people are out of control? Because this is, think about it. Now they can say that they're just going to put these type of McDonald's in urban areas, which is taking more jobs out of urban areas. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. This particular article thought it was in Illinois. And that says it's in Missouri. So I go back to my original statement.
St. Louis. Is it not planned? Is it structured chaos?
Yeah, I think
I'm telling you, something's not right about this. Like,
no such thing as coincidence. A McDonald's is over here. McDonald's.
That's what I'm saying. Like
about McDonald's, I want you.
I'm just smelling like
youth against the people.
Yeah, like I'm just smelling like, and then like you look at the internet and what's going on with the internet right now. You know, with Aiden Ross and Kai Cenat, the Breakfast Club and Neon, and you know what I mean. And now I'm just like,
news places.
What the fuck is going on?
Their like they have to be accurate. So
something's going on. Something, you know what I mean? So it's something strange and it don't look good. Who you gonna call? And she's got the eyes too. You see, she got the eyes. You see, she got the lower part of her eyes. It's called Sapako eyes. Sampaka.
Like
yeah, just like the other one. So the back, like when more of the people up under your eyes show, like that man.
Is that weird? Is that? I mean, I didn't actually read I gotta read it.
Man, this spiritual warfare for real. I'm trying to tell y'all. We are under attack. We are under attack. I need all my light beings, star seeds on high alert. Do not engage. Do not engage. They are, you know what I'm saying? Evil will be got evil and wicked will be got wicked. If you do not engage, they cannot do anything to you, for the laws of the cosmos says that is the rules of engagement. You have to give them the initiation of that fight, and then they can feel comfortable doing it. Otherwise, they got to sit with themselves and figure out what the fuck they doing. Let them sit with themselves and figure out what they doing. Don't participate in it. That's all I'm saying. Like, don't participate in it. If you know you an indigo, a star seed, a light being, or whatever it is, and you going through that stuff and you an empath and you pulling in these energies, stay away from it. Know your balance. You know what I'm saying? Know your balance. Some of it is fun, some of it, but when that shit start pulling on your heartstrings and start pulling on your feelings and emotions, recognize it. Recognize it. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, hummingbird.
Oh, happy birthday. Oh my gosh. It's, I'm gonna.
If you're an empath, then you better stay out of those low vibrational energies. I promise you, you better stay out of it. All you better do is speak positive and good for your life. All you better do is try to find people that's in high vibration and stay in high vibration, because if you are empath, then staying in them negative vibrations, they right now, they looking for empaths right now. And what they're going to do, they're going to transfer a bunch of negative energy into you so you can take on their karma. All morning stars down here is awakened. All morning stars down here is awakened right now. And they are trying to pour as much morning into you as possible to make you destroy yourself, because they know that you can take on their negative and transfer it into positive. And every time they come to you, you telling them something good. You telling them, not to worry about it. And they feeling more at ease, bringing it to you, They're like, man, I feel so much better after I talk to you. Thank you. You're like, hey, man, you're welcome. No problem. And then they just get used to that shit. They just get used to bringing you they fucking negative. That's it. They get just used to dropping it off. Celebrations, they ain't bringing you. Parties, they not telling you. Negative shit, they knocking on your door, calling your phone. Man, guess what happened to me? I don't want to hear that shit. Fuck that shit. You ain't bring me no celebrations. Don't keep on bringing me that negative shit. I'm ducking negative shit like the plague in my real life and on this internet. I mean, I want to be great, but I don't want to be great in the light of a bunch of negative people. I'm not about to get on here and keep on acting a fool, keep on building in that controversy. If you don't like the knowledge and the wisdom, if you don't like the understanding that I bring to the table, then that's cool. I'm fine with that. It's not, see, they say, even my I asked my family, I'm like, yo, why don't y'all support me on YouTube and stuff like that? They say, oh man, you be talking about that, moon stars and quasars, all that philosophical knowledge stuff. I like it when you getting on people's ass. I like it when you, I said, what the fuck? So y'all don't support me because I'm not moving the way y'all want me to move? Because y'all want me to attack people? Like, what the fuck? Y'all want me to joke on people, bust on people, and make y'all laugh? I said, I'm cool. Don't support me then. Fuck it. For real, I said, don't support me then. Well, my own family told me they ain't want me talking about moon stars and quasars. I knew that shit was gonna be a fight. That motherfucker told me they don't. Man, you be talking about that moon stars and quasars togetherness and shit. We don't want them that. Nuh-uh. I said, shut up. That motherfucker said they don't want me to talk about togetherness. I said, what? We don't want you to talk about that motherfucker togetherness shit. Together we are TikTok universe. Yeah, hell no. What's going on with you, Mama D? Yeah, put yourself around people, put yourself around loving vibrations, conversations that is based on, wonders and like different things. Don't get trapped in this low vibrational verse. You know what I'm saying? Don't get trapped in this low vibrational verse, please. Like, there's so much going on in the world right now, and it's not just the people that are doing it. It is affecting the people that are, around you, because here's why I say it's the people that's around you, right? And it does. It says it right here. One says Bellevue, the other one says Illinois store. Oh no, this is McDonald's employee blanks 2 inside of Illinois store. Why does this say Illinois, but the other one says you're crazy? So they just reporting that shit everywhere. You gotta be careful who you put yourself around. Be careful what vibration you taking in. Be careful what conversations you taking on. A lot of this stuff is affecting you. I hate to tell you that, but you know, right now, whatever you are putting out in the ether, it is getting pulled to you like a magnet. You know what I mean? We are the center of the universe. You got to be able to transfer some energy back into the ground. You know, start grounding again. You know, start meditating again. You know, start separating your chakras and giving the energies to the right chakra. Understand yourself a little bit more. Things are changing around us. In this case right here, we might be dealing with forces unknown, because listen, there's no possible way that all of this is happening. Not in the streamer world, not in the radio world, not in the reality world. Like, we are pulling fucked up energy, and all we keep on seeing is fucked up. Now, I know a lot of y'all Democrats, y'all gonna blame it on the president. I get that. Y'all need somebody to blame it on. Y'all gonna blame it on the president. But we lack accountability. That's why we keep on blaming it on somebody else, right? It's really it's really your ass. Yeah, a lot of us walk around with this talk to me nice type mindset, but then, you know, I'm gonna talk to you however I want to talk to you. Yeah, talk to me nice, but I'm gonna say what I want to say. So because of that, you know, we have these
There are
situations
3
in the
reasons
world.
why bedbugs are so
And
difficult.
listen, I want y'all to understand, like, it's not that it's not like, you know, we can't do better. It's not like we can't. We choosing not to want to treat each other better. You know,
Taken away in handcuffs.
our youth.
People are being treated for gunshot. Good evening. I'm Kelly Jackson.
Our youth out here playing a hella pew pew game, ain't they? Our youth is out here recycling souls like it's fucking GTA. They out here. You having a party? Pew, 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 pew. You having a cookout? Pew, 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 pew. Any funerals? Pew, 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 pew. Like, what the fuck is going on? Come on, we got listen. We got to set a better example. If it's rap music that's doing this, then I say we stop playing rap music. That's what I say. My vote. If the rap music is putting our youth in this mindset, if their idols is the one that's giving them this energy or this vibrational frequency, then we need to do away with it. Y'all motherfuckers better start rapping about God and rapping about, you know what I'm saying, books and knowledge and wisdom out this motherfucker. You hear me? Hip hop better change. You hear me? Y'all better start for real. Y'all better start rapping about church, God, and some more shit. That's what y'all better start rapping about. Because y'all fucking us up, man. All this, you know, shake your ass mentality, all of this, you know, we got to do something, man.
Well, it does make a difference where you focus when you start listening to different types of music and stop listening to other types of music, it does affect your life.
Well, I mean, fuck it. Everybody need to listen to Beethoven then. For 30 days. Listen to classical music.
The shooting happened just hours ago at the McDonald's near the
These
Belvedere.
motherfuckers fuck around, start talking properly and everything. Don't even know how they doing it. Must be in the hood talking about some. And certainly, I'm definitely going to have some Grey Poupon today with my evening supper.
Is that what people who listen to Beethoven?
I don't know.
Talk like,
I don't know.
Yeah.
Shit, if it's Your vocabulary might change you. I don't know. Somebody got to listen to it for 30 days and tell me how they come out afterwards. You know what I mean? That's what I'm hoping for, you know. You know what I'm saying? You start listening to classical music, might get bougie out this motherfucker. You might start talking some, you know. I don't drink anything unless it's sitting on a coaster. I don't know. I don't know. Like I don't know. I'm hoping for some type of great change where people be like, I now know what a soup spoon is. Like, I'm hoping like Beethoven might Beethoven might do it. Listen to some Beethoven and shit.
I think it might be a combination of what you watch, what you listen to, what you expose yourself to.
Nah, you start listening to Beethoven, you want to go out and buy wine and shit. You know what I'm saying? You start going to wine and cheese conventions and shit. You like, I didn't know it was this many cheeses. You know what I mean? Like, you start getting a wine cup, swirling that shit around, smelling it and shit, acting like you know what the fuck you smelling. You know what I mean? Like, you start going to different places when you listen to Beethoven. You know what I mean? You can actually see the beauty in life. You'll start looking at art different. Somebody else would be like, that's just a painting. You'd be like, or is it? You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Refine everyone.
Yeah.
Maybe.
You listen to Beethoven.
Blare it.
Just play,
open, always
go around playing Beethoven. Yeah, putting your pinky out when you drinking tea. Fuck around and have tea and crimpet parties and stuff. For real. Should have changed. You should have changed your life. 30 Days of Beethoven. You start speaking philosophical, start quoting Socrates and shit. Hmm?
There are like a lot of new artists out there that are doing the positive wave.
Yeah, I'm telling you, if you start listening to like classical music and shit like that, that should take you back. You'll start singing in the rain and everything. You don't see a thunderstorm. You be out there like, I'm singing in the rain. Be out there skipping and shit, hugging trees. You know, for real. That's why I keep a good song in my head. You know what I mean? If ever I'm down, I just be like, this sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun. You know what I mean? Like, I sang that whole thing in my head until I feel better. Just stick out your chin and grin and say, like, until I motherfucking feel better. It's that's why I go be by myself. Like, if the negative shit happening, you know what I'm saying, I go be by myself. Look, is it trouble don't last always? You know what I mean? Like, I gotta go on my Annie, you know what I mean? For real. I ain't gonna lie. As I'm going into it, it starts off just like that. Like, first, I'll be like, it's a hard knock life for us. It's a hard knock life for yes. In my head, if I got to, I go from look, this is my lineup, right? I'll go from Annie to Matilda. You ain't never seen Matilda? Matilda is the little girl who parents was like mean and stuff like that. They was doing all types of crooked stuff. Her dad was like a crooked, and then she had like a nice teacher, but then the other teacher, Miss Crunchbowl, who the principal of the school was, kept on fucking with people, putting them in a chokey and shit like that, and made this little kid eat all this chocolate cake and shit like that, and then bust a plate over top of his head, was fucking with all them kids and stuff like that. And Matilda, she was smart as hell, and then she motherfucking rallied the kids, and the next thing you know, she had motherfucker telepathy, all types of shit, and she was
like a magic person.
Yeah. And then she saved the school and yeah. So in my mind, I go into those, between those two, I roll into, and then I feel better. Sometimes.
Does Matilda have a song?
There's some moments in Matilda. There's some moments in Matilda, but there's no really songs in Matilda, except for when she started, moving the stuff around in the kitchen and shit. When she realized she can do it, when she started feeding herself with the spoon and stuff like that, and then she realized like, oh shit. It was the knowledge that gave me the ability to, because she was always reading books and stuff like that. See, nobody really knows that. That's why I go from the Annie to Matilda, because Matilda realized that the material world wasn't nothing without the mind. So she put all these books. She was reading all these books. I'm talking about Socrates, all types of stuff. Like when the teacher was asking her, like, what did you read? What did you read? You know what I mean? Uh, she was like, these are the books. Like I read all of that stuff. I would go to the library. They would just drop me off. You know what I mean? Because they were too busy into scamming and doing all of that stuff. She had a mean brother. You know what I mean? So she's like, I would read. I would read. I would read. And then, but the trick is the age bracket of what she at that she did it in, the age bracket during the time of developing and growth, in between the ages of 7 and 13. You know what I mean? So when she became like that age, more abilities became available to her because the knowledge that she crammed into her vessel. You know what I mean? Now the dad telling her like, if you're good, you know what I mean, you good, or if you're bad, you get punished, so on and so forth. So she was doing little shit like gluing his hat together, you know what I mean? And yeah. In my mind, I watched that movie. Yep. Just now watched it again with you. You don't even know it. It's not about Matilda. It's about the mind. Milwaukee. Okay. Milwaukee Coast. It's not about the Matilda. It's about the mind. Sometimes I watch Indian in the Cupboard. Huh? You ever watch Indian in the Cupboard? Huh? Put him back. He would like to be back. You should not do magic you do not understand. Huh? Yes. I go through a couple of movies from my childhood in my mind. All right. It's my mind. I can do what I want to do in it. A lot of y'all watching corn in y'all mind. Huh? And you mad at me for watching Matilda? Shame on you. Shame on you. I say it's you. I say you the problem. Huh? Huh? All that damn sex and lust and greed running through your damn mind, and you want to try to shun me for watching Matilda? Put your hand out. Now smack it. Shame on you. Put your own hand out. Now smack it. Shit. Shit. Look, man, because I got a good thing in my mind. I listen to Reading Rainbow in my mind all the time too. Just take a look. It's in a book. A Reading Rainbow. I can be anything. Well, you thought I'm a PBS kid. Shit. Ain't no shame in my game. Shit. If I could, I would, but I can't. But I go back and watch all of that shit. I don't care what you think about me. Shit. I'm going to keep the kid inside of me. That's who I'm entertaining. I let him sit there and watch all of this stuff in my mind while I keep on going through the things that we keep struggling with, the facts of life. It's the things you do that make you do, the things you do that make you do, the facts of life, the facts of life. It's the way to be, the way to see, the way the things to make you be, the facts of life. Y'all keep on fucking up this world, don't know how to smile, and then y'all get mad at the people that know how to smile. Don't get mad at me because I realize that happiness is a choice. Shit. Life is not what you want it to be, but happiness is a choice. I just choose to be happy. No matter what fucked up predicament you put me in, I'm just choosing happiness. Huh? Sometimes you just gotta ease on down the road. Don't you care for nothing, cause my T's always just gonna ease on down the road. What wrong with y'all? Y'all act like y'all don't know how to just be happy with inside yourself. Yes, the stuff around you is not gonna be going the way you wanted to go. Yes, trouble gonna come your way. Yes, people gonna fuck around and find out. But within it all, be happy. No matter what you do. And people don't know how to be happy, man. Y'all letting y'all survival tactics determine who y'all really are. Like y'all letting y'all means of survival, determine who y'all really are. So because y'all, subjected yourself to different ways of surviving, y'all letting that determine who y'all are. But your survival tactics does not define you. You know what I mean? Like people out here, selling the cootie cat for survival, right? That don't define you. You know what I'm saying? Some people out here selling the brown round for a roof over their head. They're not. I mean, um, and that's okay. Some people out here preying on others, Maggie. You know, but that's fine. You know, you got people out here that's using different tactics to survive. Don't say you don't see them. Why you think they was able to implement fucking NPC on TikTok? Why you think all them people sitting there? You're shocking me. You're shocking me. This became a world of fucking Sims. Oh, Pinky Doll out there. Ice cream so good. Ice cream so good. Like, man, what? This is a Sim Nation, huh? This is a Sim Nation now. You got Spidey out there. You got all these people out there. Everybody trying to find different ways to make it VI internet. Am I lying? Huh? Them girls out there squatting, showing their cootie and shit. Like, damn, where's the self-respect, the dignity? You gonna want us to protect you from some of these fucking perverts that's paying into you showing your motherfucking, you know what I mean? First it was the titty when they was faking like they was breastfeeding or, faking like they was wiping the mirror and the titty pop out. Now they just full-fledged fucking squatting with their pants down, just showing the whole man on a boat. I'm looking like, damn, that shit done dragged over to Facebook. I'm like, what the and they'll take my shit down just for taking my shirt off. I'm like, you know what? This shit designed. Ain't no fucking way. The meek and the hair lot has inherited the earth because there is no possible way. Huh? What if I squatted down and showed, what I'm saying, my wrinkled nutsack? Y'all motherfuckers would cancel me. Y'all would cancel me if I squatted down and showed y'all my motherfucking wrinkled nutsack. Y'all would cancel me. You motherfucking women out there squatting down, showing y'all clitoris and everything fine and dandy. What if I motherfucking squatted down and just showed my wrinkled nutsack? You know what I mean? Huh? Or like just the tip of it. What if I put it between my legs and just show the tip? Y'all will fucking cancel that shit. But y'all out here really doing that shit. I just spit out my car. y'all out here really doing that shit. I mean, listen, some of y'all are beautiful women. I mean, I don't know what to tell y'all, but that shit ain't necessary, man. We need to bring dignity back, man. We need to, for real. Motherfuckers got me out here watching I gotta Google old cartoons and shit, you know what I mean? Y'all got me out here going back in my childhood just to watch something good, because there ain't nothing good on TV no more. Like there's nothing good on TV. They're not like TV is not moving with the time. It's like everything is stuck on repeat and they're just like, I gotta go back, like watch old shit. Like I remember this, and you know what I mean? I'm going back watching Charles and Charles, The Facts of Life, Growing Pains, shit like that, Saved by the Bell, you know what I mean? And Steve Urkel, Family Matters, you know what I'm saying? Party of Six. I'm going back watching shit like that, you know what I mean? Seventh Heaven, you know what I mean? When I see those smiling faces smiling back at me, Seventh Heaven. You know what I mean? Like that, man. Listen, y'all can have all of that wicked dumbass. Nah, I'm going back when people was pushing out like love, connection, and listen, y'all can live in this world of chaos, whatever. I'm going back to a unified world. And when I find that area and find the people, I'm going to grow and build in that area with the people. And I'm going to pull in the same type of people that want to build that same type of community, that loving community, that, you know what I mean? And people going to come in from all over because they're going to realize it's about the company you keep. You want to keep a peaceful company. Y'all motherfuckers think that rage and keep on taking people drama. Girl, guess what happened up the street? Yup, they fighting right now. Come on, let's go up there and watch. Y'all think that shit is the wave? Man, y'all can keep that shit. Fuck, count me out. Fuck, all y'all want to do is just, girl, 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 girl. Man, listen, the fuck out the way. Y'all is fucking up the world. Y'all lack the ability to conversate due to the low vocabulary. Like half the shit y'all talk about to me is redundant because it's like that shit's still gonna be there. Guess what? You complain about your job, but you gotta go there tomorrow. So the shit that you know you gotta do anyway, why keep complaining about that shit? You know you gotta get up, you know you gotta clean that house, you know you gotta so find a fucking better way to think about it. You know what I mean? Like that's all you really got to do. Find a better way to think about what you're doing because that's all it is. It's you listen, no matter what, you're still going to have to do stuff in life, right? So what you got to do it no matter what mindset you're in. Your house got to be clean no matter what mindset you in. You know what I'm saying? You got to go to work no matter what mindset you in. You got to pay bills no matter what mindset you in. So why put yourself in a fucked up mindset if the shit that you complaining about got to be done anyway? Now, what you could say is, oh, that's somebody else was supposed to do it, right? But really, if that person that had to do it leads to a complaint, then it's better just you do it yourself, right? So why allow somebody else to fuck up your mindset, right? So that's why listen, I'm just gonna do it because it needs to be done. Not because of this, not because of that, because it needs to be done, right? So that's how I'm looking at it. And a lot of people can't operate like that. You know? And then it's so many energies being transferred nowadays that, people are in mourning. Everybody trying to be sad because so many energies are transferred. Every time you try to be happy, you looking at a pew pew, you looking at an incident, you looking at this, right? And I want y'all to think, if this is only just the beginning of it, what the fuck is going to happen when our youth go back to school? Huh? What's going to happen when they go back to school, guys? If this is the beginning of some type of wave where people are just like, I'll be damned if the next person disrespect me, the next person that say something to me, if this is it, man, listen, virtual school is coming. Get ready for your kid to be at home with you. Them teachers is not about to put up with it. They about to be in fear. A lot of people about to be in fear. Look, the world is changing. All right. So you better get with technology. You better learn some shit. You better understand some shit. You better know some shit. And it don't even matter if you broke, ain't got nothing. Listen, the world is changing. The world is changing, people. The world is changing. Okay. But we in it together. And that's the truth of it. We're in it together. And I think we, homesteads and homeschooling, if we go back to it takes a village, if we, build like a small community, everybody in the community, work for the community, pull in money through digital currency. Like if you put a bunch of streamers, some people can stream, bring in currency. Some people can grow the crops outside, bring in currency. Some people can, do arts and craft, bring in currency. Everybody just do, what it is that they can do, bring in currency, build the community, buy the land, and that's how you build it. That's how you get out of it. We got to invest in each other. We got to grow with each other. You know what I mean? And then you have one group that's teaching the kids. That way, your kids is safe because they're with somebody in the community that's teaching them, so on and so forth. We got to start looking out for each other. You put your kid on a K-12 program, but you still send them to the person in the community that's teaching the kids, teaching the youth. And then everybody take care of the community, and you build and you grow from there. But it has to start now. It has to start now. Because if you wait till it's too late, then now you're doing it out of survival. You get what I'm saying? If you wait till it's too late, you're doing it out of survival. So now it's more pressure. It's more you know what I mean? Because now you're on your last and you're like, oh man, fuck it. Like, nah, you gotta start now. You have to start doing it now. That's why we're out. That's why we're looking for the farmers that want to build the homestead. That's why we're looking for different people in different states, that want to do it. You got Cobos Landing in North Carolina, and we're up here now. The one that we're at now, it was not, but we do have one that's an hour away in Allentown or Allen, Michigan, and we're going to start there. Start bringing in people around the 24th, 25th. Yeah, around the 24th, 25th. So the journey don't stop, So here we gonna start bringing in people here around that time right here, you know. And like I said, it's a lot that's attached to it. We might be able to build and grow faster out there as far as the collective goes. The growth could be faster out there. There's a lot of land. We spoke to the son, we spoke to the mother. They have a antique shop, so we'll be trying to create online pages for their antique shop for them to sell through online, shipping it out, so on and so forth. So that's what we'll be doing. We'll be selling the stuff out there, helping them, get rid of the stuff that's in the antique shop, and also building the community out there with the land, homesteading and stuff like that. So you'll see us move towards that project real soon. Right now, we're trying to get the hell up out of this situation as smoothly as possible, understanding that this person is, not within the right state of mind to build around or build with, due to different variations of paranoia or whatever it is that he's going through. I can't say what it is. I'm not going to put my family, my community, or the collective at risk. That's why I go out to these places first, so I can have an understanding and a level of understanding. That way, when people start going there, everybody's on the same page, and you're not trapping or getting people caught up in some weird shit. Kind of like this, but that's what it comes with when you plan on building a collective of this magnitude, and that you need different places in different areas. We're going to have to build different homesteads in different states that we can travel to, for everybody is crying for help right now. So we're going to have to build different homesteads in different states. So we are going to different states to find different people that's already doing it. Cobos Landing, good to go. Rex, haven't spoke to him in a couple of, whatever. That's because we've been up here, but that's in North Carolina. And now with this in Allen, Michigan, that's going to be the one up here. Growth and development. Make sure you find the right people, because that's what the whole growth is, right? You're not You're not farming. The farming for crops, that's natural because you got to take care of your body. But some of us are going to have to be gatherers. Some of us are going to have to be the ones that get out there and find the right people, send the right people to the right places, and you know what I'm saying, unify in different groups. We do have some places in Florida. I got to go down there and talk to some people first, and so on and so forth. And I think I wanted to say Texas, uh, but they said that they know about some land out there, but it's more so what they say. It ain't for residential. It's for like camping and stuff like that, due to where it's at on the lake or whatever. Um, but we do got some spiritual family members down there too that are doing a lot of things, and there's different groups. I don't speak about it too much. I don't talk about it too much because, to each his own. Everybody is moving in their own way in this world and doing what it is that they're doing. When you talk about it, people keep on trying to downplay it, tear you down, and make your ideas seem, this or that. You know what I mean? Rising, rising, rising. Namaste, Ashe, salutations, shalom, peace. I know you got to be careful who you tell, and you got to be careful who you invite in. You got to have a system to where as though you getting an understanding of who it is that's coming and who it is. That's why you got to tell people like to reach out to you so you can know. See, a lot of people are just come just to rain on your parade. You know what I mean? A lot of people come just to rain on your parade. A lot of people, try to set you up for failure in this world. So you definitely got to be careful of who your collective is, what group you're putting around you, who you're drawing in, so on and so forth. But at the same time, never be afraid to help. Never be afraid to unify. Never be afraid to build. That's what we're down here for. We are fearfully and mystifully made in the image of the universe. And however that image look came out to be in this meat suit, because all of our energies are crammed in this meat suit. That's probably why they gave us opposable thumbs. And that's why I say, like, you looking at all this beef, all these internet beefs, defamation of character beefs. I'm suing this, I'm suing that. Everybody's trying to sue, everybody's trying to do. It's crazy. It is really crazy how this world is working. The level of manipulation in this world, the level of, how people are going about tearing down people in this world is crazy. Like you can have nothing and still be a helper, but you know what I'm saying? You could be broke and still help. You know what I'm saying? But people don't value help anymore. People value money. So when people asking for help, they not asking for help. They asking for money. They want money, 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 money. Huh? They want money, 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 money. That's what they want. BB, I see you sliding in the room, BB. I see you sliding in the room. Nah, I see. I see you just came in. So don't act like you ain't just passed through, my ninja. Drop a rose, drop a rose, drop a rose, BB. Don't pass through. All right, next time I come in. Next time I come in your live. You'll love to do a bed and breakfast. A bed and breakfast would be nice. I was thinking about like buying out like a hotel, right? Like go buy like an old hotel, right? And then like buy out the hotel and then put streamers in all the rooms. Tell me that's not a good idea. I mean, not the real major streamers, because all the major streamers are like, they come with an entourage, they come with a bunch of noise. You need some like, you need the streamers that know how to just do their business and, you know what I mean, stream, bring in currency, you know, go wherever they going, and you know what I mean. I just got to get the right investors. That's all. Or maybe I just need to stop talking about my ideas and try to find the right investors until I find the right people, then speak about it. But nobody's trying to introduce me to the right people. You know how you got to know people to know people? See, all these people know people, but they don't want to introduce me to the people. You know what I mean? So what they're doing is they're taking my ideas to the people that they know and benefiting from that shit, as opposed to introducing me. So that way, you know what I'm saying, they can get the whole just of exactly how great these ideas are, because nobody's going to explain an idea better than a person that dreamed it. You know what I mean? So even with the whole fill-in.com where people can fill in for other people, even with the whole so everybody's trying to steal my idea and then go reap the benefits or credit from it, but it's all crashing and you know what I'm saying, because guess what, you're not the originator of the idea. So when people stop living in their ego, stop being greedy, like they're going to introduce me to some better people. You know what I mean? Like, think about it. Never mind. Even you got like even you got like you got the knot and all of them, like instead of the knot, like, you know, taking the time to understand, you know, I ain't here, I ain't that, and now look at him, he trying to go live on TikTok. He don't even know. Like, if I was still on good terms with the knot, I would have put him in messy TikTok. There's a whole TikTok genre that's suited just for him, where they battle and they talk mess. You know what I'm saying? I would have put him in messy TikTok. You know what I'm saying? And he would have gained so many numbers over there. And messy TikTok or debate talk. He don't know how to move on TikTok. He's sitting over there complaining, crying, man, he, ha, who, ha, ha, he, who, he, ha. You know what I mean? But like if he would have listened, I would have put him in where his numbers would have grew on all other platforms, just because the you know what I mean? If any of them, if Jaguar would have fucking listened, then she would have been over in that part of TikTok, bringing in money from TikTok. You get what I'm saying? But all these people are so fucking stubborn. They don't know how to work with new age people. You get what I'm saying? They so set in their ways. They so egotistical. They don't know how to put their pride and ego to the side to work with, you know what I'm saying, the people who have the creative thought, that see the waves that's taking place right now. They don't want to work with us to do it. They like, nah, fuck you. Who you think you is? You think you can, you think you the only one that can think of some shit to do? And you ain't the only one that can think of some shit to do. And then they turn around and do the same shit you doing or the same shit you said and make it seem like they thought of it themselves. Their ego bigger than their pockets. They nose bigger than their face. Their darkness is brighter than their light. And they probably living in a dark place. But they ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm trying to tell them, like that's the problem with trying to help wolves. You know what I'm saying? That's my problem. Like I be trying to help wolves and they be fucking biting me. You know what I mean? Like I be really trying to help wolves and they be biting me. And I be like, damn, like you don't see when somebody trying to help your ass, like obviously you injured, you out here limping around, stomach touching your back, you know what I'm saying? Looking for a mat or a place to sleep at, and then somebody come along and you bite them. Like, dang, I know a wolf gonna be a wolf, but someone come along and help you, you bite them. Like all these people don't know on YouTube, I could have created a hell of a wave for them on TikTok. They don't even know it. You get what I'm saying? Now, some of the people that actually go over to my TikTok, they like, damn, he's doing numbers over here, right? Now, imagine if I would have had a panel of them, right? They would have got followers from being on the panel, so on and so forth. They would have got gifts for being on the panel, right? So on and so forth, right? And they would have built their TikTok page on top of promoting whatever page, whatever other page. We having 200-300 people in the room at the time when conversations is going on heavy. You know what I'm saying? More so when the conversations is involving more people, right? Now the numbers going up, right? If I put the right backdrop up on TikTok, you got 800 people in my live, right? When I go live on 2 different TikTok pages at the same time, you looking at 800 people in one live, 400 people in another live, right? I'm trying to teach these. They keep on talking about the brand that they're building or whatever, right? And I'm telling them like, let me help you advance your social media image further. Man, get out of here. Get out of here. You can't tell me shit. You can't tell me shit. How the fuck did I build 5 TikTok pages authentically? One with 35K, one with 18K now, or should be almost at 18. Another one with 10K, another one with 6K. Obviously, I know how to build pages and I don't buy numbers because obviously I'm broke. You know what I'm saying? What? The obviously I'm broke part. I mean, if they already said that they helped me buy a car, they helped me all of this, do all of this shit, then obviously I ain't got no motherfucking money to buy no damn numbers. So obviously all my numbers have to be authentic, you know? So I'm trying to tell people like, yo, listen, I can help you. Let me help you, you know? If TikTok gonna be in use for a while, let me help you. Let me help you grow on TikTok. I can introduce a lot of these ladies to TikTok shop. Next thing you know, all they doing is wearing dresses and shit like that, telling people to click on the shop and buy it. You know what I'm saying? And getting a percentage for it. You know what I'm saying? I'm helping people get their products onto TikTok shop. You know what I mean? Like building link trees for them, all of that stuff, teaching them how to stay within the algorithm, within the wordplay, so they can keep their page alive, so on and so forth. Like that's something that people gonna need to know. Like, why wouldn't y'all want to grow with somebody that could teach y'all how to be a wave? Nah, fuck that. We just gonna tear him down because he talking about moon, stars, and quasars. You ain't gotta talk about no motherfucking moon, stars, and quasars. You can show your titties, show your ass, show your feet, do what the fuck it is that you do that's gonna bring in money. You ain't gotta worry about what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm not telling you to be of a higher fucking standard when you grow your page. Grow your page however the fuck you think you gonna grow your page. I'm not asking you to fucking do tarot cards or not, you know what I mean? So that's why I'm trying to tell people, like, I want to help you grow. I don't want to tell you what to do when you growing. I just want to help you get there. They think because I talk about moon, stars, and quasars and shit, I want them to be an astronaut. I don't want you to be no fucking astronaut. You could eat soup and just be like, oops, I dropped something. I don't know what the fuck you do on your page. You could put your head in the dryer. Now I'm stuck in the dryer. I don't know. I'm just saying, what you do with your page is what you do with your page. Yeah, some people just sit there and eat noodles and shit, and people be like donating and shit. Some people do makeup tutorials. Some people paint. Like, listen, When you growing on TikTok, it's so easy. You can go live on TikTok and have a racetrack and just put cars on the racetrack, and people will watch you race cars around the racetrack, right? You can you can literally like take you can put the camera on your sink or your bathtub and put different colors in the bathtub. People will watch that shit. You can go get toys and throw them motherfuckers in the tub and go back to rubber ducky, and people gonna watch that shit. I don't know why y'all ladies is not taking advantage and advancing in what it is that people are watching. You could do a whole silent show and people gonna watch that shit. You just gotta go live and do some shit. That's it. You can have a motherfucking marble connection and go live. You can have all the Barbie dolls from the 80s and go live. You could do whatever the fuck you want and go live. And I guarantee you, somebody's gonna watch that shit. If they counting rice over there, I'm trying to tell y'all, man. I'm trying to tell y'all this social media shit easy. It's social media shit easy. I just choose to talk about moon stars and quasars. All right. But you know what I'm saying? I can grow your page faster with the bullshit that y'all on, because y'all carnal minded. So y'all like doing the carnal minded shit. The only carnal minded shit I like doing is probably playing the game. I go outside, cut grass, do shit in my physical. You know what I'm saying? But man, on this internet, I want to talk about the conspiracy theory, flat earth, round earth, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I want to talk about the magnetospheres. I want to talk about, secrets of the Pentagon. That's the shit that I aim to talk about. I was in the debate TikTok sector, but the debate TikTok sector drifted into the messy TikTok sector, and then it became like the fucking most controversial. Like, it's so much bullshit over there with Diamond, Kev the Comic, Rick the Ruler, man, I'm so glad I left from over there dealing with that dumb shit. They taking cruise trips and shit, fucking each other over. They taking all types of shit. I watch these people grow on TikTok at a time that I'm telling them like, yo, we could do greater things together. I watch them grow into negativity. You know what they told me over there, YouTube? They told me that I was the problem with their community and they didn't want me, whatever. I said, what? I've been kicked out of way motherfucking better places than this. You know what I'm saying? And then I blocked everybody and just stopped fucking with them, because all they wanted to do was argue, complain. And then the dude Kev Comic was stealing my ideas. Like, I was like, yo, let's put a a panel together, like not a panel, but I was like, let's put like 13 content creators from over here together that can actually change the community, so on and so forth. He put all the messy people together and then I said, bro, I didn't want to say, you know what I'm saying, but he kept flagging my page, my 35K page, right? He kept flagging my 35K page for intellectual properties. Now, mind you, this nigga is stealing my intellectual properties and flagging my page for intellectual properties. I said, this dirty ass dog. And he had all his mods doing it, right? And I'm telling people, I can show you the back messages, everything. I'm telling people like, yo, don't let this one person mess it up for everybody. I'm not going to fall for it. I'm not going, you know what I'm saying, get into it. So what happened was, like, I had all these other pages. At that time, they didn't know I had all these other pages. They was just like, once I started popping up in they live with the other pages, they like, damn, how many pages you got? How many pages you got? So what they did was they tried to blame it on me that people was losing pages. They was like, oh yeah, Atlas, that dude that talk about moon stars and quasars, yeah, he going around taking people pages because he got that agency. Don't start with him, or your page will be gone. Don't even say his name, because if you just say his name, they're gonna take your page. They're gonna take your page. So everybody stopped saying like Energy Atlas or Atlas on TikTok, and then they was just like, oh, that moon stars and quasar guy in here again. Oh, that moon stars and quasar guy in here again. I said, man, y'all weird as fuck. Because what they try to say is if I just mentioned their name, because, you know, if I just mentioned their name, their page was gone. So they try to say like, oh, if Atlas say your name, they're going to take your page. I said, what the fuck is y'all talking about? So they like I don't know, man. So they started like tearing down like the agency and, you know, all of that stuff. I'm like, man, y'all weird over here. And then it was funny because after they tried to tear down the agency and everything like that, guess what? All of them started talking about agencies. All of them joined agencies. All of them. It took me 3 years on IG and Facebook to have almost 2K followers. It's at least favorite part of the job. I don't like social media. I like it. Well, listen, if you work with the Atlas family, I can help you grow your page a lot faster. Within the next 3 months, you'll probably have like 5,000 followers. I just, you know, to be honest, that's what I was saying. I said, damn, how y'all make me so powerful and then also like shun me at the same time. I was helping people build their page over there, like this Breathwork Teas with Key or whatever, you know, Kiana. I helped her build her page and like literally like they still did negative, like they still try to fuck me over. Like, so I just like quietly like slid away from all of them, stopped fucking with all of them. Like, you got Black Diamond. Y'all don't know these people because they're TikTok people, but you got like Black Diamond, Kev the Comic, Rick the Ruler, DJ Soul Child, or whatever his name is. Even BB Gaming. Like, I fell away from BB Gaming for a hot minute. I'm like, nah, man, you like that negative shit. Cause I took up for him on Messy TikTok when he, you know, when he had to go to like Miss Nietzsche court and all of that shit. I was the only one. Like, it was like a 20v1 the way they jumped me on the panel one time. And you know, BB Gaming still did some weird shit. And I was just like, damn, how you still do some weird shit after I, you know what I'm saying, looked out for you and shit and went up on that panel and went to bat for you. Like, he didn't do no weird shit. My fault. He didn't do no weird shit. He just said some weird shit. He was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he tried to make it seem like, oh, I ain't Atlas. I ain't like Atlas, you know, so da 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 da. And I'm just thinking like, damn, nigga, I just defended you on panels. So like I fell back from, but he a gamer though. He a gamer. So his community is like gaming and shit, you know what I mean? But you know what I'm saying? But I fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? I go over there, I still fuck with him, I still throw for him, shoot for him, see what's going on with him, what's good. Because like he still got a positive based community, you know what I mean? They got all gamers over there, they all doing positive shit. I can't be mad at no feelings and emotions that he got towards me. If you doing good shit, you got a good positive community, I'm still gonna support that community, you know what I mean? So I still go over there, shoot for him, throw for him, because he got a positive community. However he feel about me, like I ran with him in the game, but you know what I'm saying, it was like argue, you know what I mean? I ran with him in the game before. I let 7 run with him in the game. 7 almost beat him in a 1v1, all of that shit. And we talking about somebody that's got like 200, you know, 200 plus K a following over on TikTok, you know what I'm saying? And we in his Discord, we still rock with him tough. We just don't, you know what I mean? We're not gaming as much, you know what I mean? We're not gaming as much. Now, if he was to set up a schedule with us, then yeah, then I would be like, all right, this is for 2 hours out the day, we gaming with BB or whatever. I was trying to get him to do something like that so we can build these different, you know, houses of, you know, communities, and he can, you know, the homestead can, but he didn't want to link up with me. Like I sent him messages, try to link up with him or whatever, as far as give him an understanding of what type of growth and development we can have as a unit. Even talk to Known Cash. Like I talk to Known Cash, but Known Cash just keep on fucking stealing my ideas. He don't want to work with me, but he keep on stealing my ideas. Even as far as like Known Cash do music, or he try to do music, but he don't have anything out on Spotify or none of that shit, right? So I'm telling him like, bro, let me help you get your songs and shit on Spotify, all of that stuff, right? This is as recent as like a couple of weeks ago. He still want to bring up old shit. talking about some, nah, man, because if you would have just, helped me before instead of, trying to put me out there. Like, nigga, you scammed me. You told me to send you a fucking baby lion, which cost me $75 because I don't have just, you know what I'm saying? And then 3 months later, after you lose your page, then you call me and tell me to get your page back for you because I was in the agency and I was helping these people get their pages back. So you scammed me for money. I didn't hear from you for a month and a half, and then you contact me talking about some, can you get my page back for me? Da 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 da. Didn't even contact me. Contact somebody else. Like, you get what I'm saying? I'm like, bro. But it was a lot of shit that was going on where I'm just like, I'm the one overlooking it, ignoring it. I'm overlooking it, ignoring it. Like, nah, 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 nah. And now, like, I reached out to him recently and was like, bro, listen, because I see he was going through some shit. I see he had got, pulled over, got into a wreck or whatever, lost his car, got a rental car, got pulled over in a rental car. You know what I mean? I see he was going through some shit. I'm like, damn, let me reach out. Like, bro, you know what I'm saying? Woo, woo, woo. Then they're still harvesting feelings from him doing fuckery. How are you harvesting feelings from the fuckery that you did? You know what I'm saying? From the text message that you sent, talking about nobody good in this world and da 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 and all this narcissistic shit. And you the one that still get the harvest feelings? Hell nah, you weird as shit. So, you know what I'm saying? I be still like, I don't care. Right is right. Like, if you still need help, then I'm still willing to try to help you. I don't care about my feelings and emotions. I put them aside a long time ago. If you hurt my feelings or whatever, that still don't deny the fact that you need help. You know what I mean? Like, I done curse people out and still walk them across the street. You know what I mean? They, you know what I mean? You know how you try to help somebody across the street and you see them like tighten up their purse or try to hide something, like, get away from, like, motherfucker, I was just trying to help your ass across the street. You want a motherfucker be all ignorant and shit. And do you need help across the street or no? You know what I mean? Like, I'm that type. I'm gonna curse you out and still help you. You know what I mean? Because right is right. You can't take away from the good, you know what I'm saying? You can't take away from the righteous deed because your ignorance, because you know what I mean? I can't let you stop the righteous deed because you wanted to look at me like a fuck, like, because you wanted to look at me like, you know what I mean, how you wanted to look at me. I can't let you take away from the righteous deed. So I still got to perform the righteous act, even though you the fucked up one. You the one that wanted to judge me by my, you know what I mean? Now, you know what I mean? Now, do you want me to help you put your groceries in the car or no? All right, then you put them in there yourself. Do you need me to walk you home or no? All right, then you walk home yourself. I don't give a fuck if you walk with an attitude, come with it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, like fighting with people in the house, like my kids and shit like that. Like, I will argue with them, yell at them, and then give them food because that's what here you go. Your plates in the microwave. You know what I'm saying? The burger on the stove. You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't doing like my parents do. Like, my parents, they would starve you out. Like, no dinner for your ass. You don't eat. You know what I mean? Like, okay, you want to run your mouth? No dinner. I'm thinking, like, that's what they do to horses. That's how you break wild horses. You're not supposed to do that to fucking people. You're not supposed to starve people until they cooperate. That's what they did to the fucking horses and the slaves. That's some animal shit to do. So no matter what, even if I'm fighting, arguing with you, whatever, guess what? You want this food or not? You eating or not? Now, your choice is your choice, but I'm still going to make the good gesture. You know what I mean? For real. Like, that's me. That's why, like, I get over things faster. Like, you see all the people that came through the Discord and shit like that, even with disagreements, I'm like, they still can come spy in the Discord, make that shit make sense. I want y'all to think about that. These people inspired in the Discord try to, bring harm to my physical life, and what I do, let them back in the Discord. You ain't gonna change me because you want to be a evil person. And just because you doing evil, don't mean I gotta do it. You know, I ain't judging you for it, but I ain't gotta do it. A lot of people be looking for people to say it's okay that they doing the fuck shit that they doing. That's it. And sometimes they don't go look for the okay by the person they doing it to. Like somebody doing something to somebody, they not looking for the okay by they got somebody else that they going to make sure is justified. Nah, bro, because that's why I did it, because you know she was doing this and she was doing that and shit. Like, yeah, bro. Like she kept on going out with her friends, kept on doing all of this crazy weird shit. Yeah, that's why I did it, bro. Yeah. Shut up. Is all you looking for justification behind your fuckery? That's it. You ain't gonna you know what I'm saying, like change the fuckery. You just looking for the justification behind the fuckery. That's it. Like, come on, go ahead, miss me with that. See, I done taught a lot of people to how to build some pages. Now I'm just like, I'm looking for the right people to build in the physical world. It's like building these pages is easy. Building a group is easy. Like sitting on there battling, sitting on TikTok battling for a long time is easy. Like all you gotta do is find the right people that want to sit there on screen and battle. You know what I'm saying? Like you get, some people that just want to sit there and battle, and you just let them battle. You know what I mean? You find people that do arts and craft and stuff like that, and you start like a arts and craft group. You know what I mean? Where it's as though they showing you how to do artwork, they showing you how to do that, whatever the case may be. You know, you get a group of people that know how to do math, and you know what I'm saying, they do mathematical questions and battle each other in mathematical questions. The same shit that they doing, the same battling that they doing in the carnal world, we could do in the educational world. You know what I'm saying? What if you had a group of teachers on here that was talking to each other and co-hosting and doing so on and so forth? Yeah, I'm gonna put together a podcast with co-hosts and stuff. That's what I'm aiming for. I actually was gonna put together a mobile podcast. I was gonna put together a mobile podcast with me and like 3 other people, actually travel to the different homesteads that we're putting together and do the podcast on the road. You know what I mean? So buy like a bus, deck it out, or you know what I mean, deck it out, um, set it all up, stay that way. When you park, you could do the podcast stuff. The internet, you can get like, Wi-Fi boxes and stuff like that, so that wouldn't be a problem. And then basically what you do is like you set it up like it's a office room or something. You get the back area set up like it's a office room or whatever you want to set it up to look like, and then when y'all stop, y'all can turn on the equipment and do the podcast, or wherever y'all at, go to different events, do podcasts, wherever you want to go and do podcasts right there on the spot podcast, pull up podcast. You know what I'm saying? Pull up on motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't got to worry about somebody. You ain't got to worry about somebody not doing the interview, because pull up podcast or pull up on you. You know what I'm saying? Pull up podcast or pull up on you. You know what I mean? Oh, you don't want to come to the interview? The interview will come to you. Pull up. See, now that you made me say that idea out loud, somebody gonna steal it. Now that you see, that's why you gotta have the money to put these ideas in motion. Because if y'all just got me saying the idea out loud, somebody gonna steal that shit. Watch. Now Jaguar and Wolf Coochie gonna talk about, hey man, we already on the road all the time anyway. We might as well. Then motherfucker, next thing you know, they done bought a bus. We bought a bus. Fucking Jaguar and Wolf Coochie. Damn, my computer dusty. Oh yeah, we definitely been sitting too long, baby. Damn, baby. My computer dusty. We've been sitting too long, baby. Oh yeah, I gotta clean you out. You should not be that dusty. There's no way. Yeah, but I don't know. I think like all things happen in time, I guess. So nah, golden too ghetto. Golden too ghetto. She come with sunflower seeds and more shit. You said an RV? I'm just joking. I'm just joking. What the hell is that?
It keeps yelling at me. I don't know what he meant.
Mm-hmm. I can't get into that damn thing. Yeah, some travel. Golden knows what time it is. You got different modes. What? What? I don't know. Did you open that other pack? I was still using the Nah, they in the room in the drawer or something. Nah, we didn't talk about dude at the house. Why would we talk about him? That's what he want. He want us to put our attention on him. He want attention. He don't give a fuck if it's bad attention. He want attention. I could see that in them videos of, you know what I'm saying? God's cowboy, all of that shit. He think he's supposed to be rallying up spiritual people. He just ran across the wrong spiritual person. I guess he was supposed to be, taking Shar down or something like that, because that's what he keep on saying. I'm glad I had enough patience to wait to take your ass down, to take you two down, whatever the fuck. I don't know, because I seen like I went back on his timeline and I seen another situation where it was another dude named Buckner Kennels. Buckner Kennels was somebody who had a dog kennel, and that Buckner Kennel, he got locked up. And when he was locked up, he was saying that his arraignment, like he was saying, like, you know, the universe this and spiritual this, and you know, this is what I get for, you know, not following the universe, you know, calling of being spiritual, so on and so forth. And he was watching the Buckner Kennel dude get locked up, like, yeah, you owe me some money, motherfucker. Yeah, that's why somebody shot at you. Da 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 da. So I'm like, what the fuck? Like, bro, this dude is weird because he's saying he's God's cowboy. He's saying he can walk into anything and do what he want to do. He tried to say he broke his crowbar and then walked in. I mean, he said he broke his cane and then walked into the fucking hospital with a crowbar, talking about, yeah, this is my new cane. Like, and then come out talking about, yeah, I do what I want to do. Who you know could just walk around and do what they want to do. Only God's cowboy can do that. Like, get your fucking weird ass. If you don't get your motherfucking weird ass up out of here, yeah, only God's cowboy can do that type of stuff. Yeah, I'm God's cowboy. The fuck? You a rodeo clown. And I just refuse to let him grift energy off of me. I don't know what the fuck going on. I know that, you know, she was looking for places in the Michigan area to do the homestead stuff, and she reached out to a couple of people, and you know, these being the people that, you know what I mean, she knew him since high school, you know, so on and so forth. Yeah, he keep throwing out those little silent party shit. I think that's what he wanted, some silent party shit. And plus it's weird because it's like family, you know what I'm saying? It's like touch and go because, you know, I can't expose too much of it because some of it is I don't know, not some of it, but somewhere like this dude is connected to somewhere on her family. I don't know what the fuck it is. I just don't want to look. Just we on the better things, moving in different directions. I can see people backing out, like a couple of people that contacted her on Facebook because that's where it's at. They're like, "Oh, I don't want nothing to do with this. I want no parts of this." Da 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 da. But your man's in them is the one that took it to Facebook, right? That's why I say, like, me personally, I just think people are designed to you know what I mean? Like, you got more people trying to do the fighting thing. You got more people like they rather have these kids out here fighting, you know, physically, because they don't have no education in their own mind to make their kids thrive for something to better. You know what I mean? They don't have it in their own mind. You know what I mean? They don't want to thrive for something better in their own mind. So, but that's why I say, like, everything ain't for everybody, and everybody ain't gonna make it, you know? That's the truth. In this world, in this life, don't try to do too much with the ones that ain't gonna make it. If you try too hard with the ones that ain't gonna make it, guess what? They're gonna pull your ass down too. Promise you that. You give to the ones that ain't gonna make it, they're gonna trap your ass too. Next thing you know, you sitting there looking like, what happened? How did I end up here? Well, how did it be me? No, it's not that they don't. It's not that they don't want to work with us. It's more so on the line of like, you know what I mean? Like you got to make sure you're not putting people in harm's way if that's the case. You know what I mean? You got to make sure. You got to make sure you know what I mean? Because you know, right now in the world, it's crucial right now that you put yourself around the right people, the right company and personas and so on and so forth, because these people are not transferring positive energy. They looking for, you know, that outlet, that transfer of that negative. They want that negative space. They create these negative spaces. They thrive on it. And then when they try to get out of them, the collective that they in won't let them get out of it because they already built it on negative. You know what I'm saying? So because they already built it on negative, the collective that they built it on ain't letting them out. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? All right. So what we're gonna do is one of the pages on TikTok, the one that we on right now, nobody wants to come up in the box. So I'm gonna go live on a different page on TikTok. No, I can't get into politics because I don't know the right people to get into none of that. You know, in this world, you gotta know people. You know? Nobody wants to introduce me to the right people because they want to battle and they want to think they, you know what I'm saying? They want to keep on trying to be like, oh, you think you smart. You think you intellectual. You always talking some philosophical shit. You always, you know? Or maybe because I ain't sucking and fucking my way through life. Maybe that's what it is. I can't quite put my finger on it why people don't like working with me. I think it's really because the sucking and fucking thing. We live in a world where everybody's sucking and fucking and nobody want to admit that they sucking and fucking, and that's why we got all these secret motherfucking sex groups and shit. You know? Yeah, I mean they sucking and fucking. Gotta be a part of the sucking and fucking group. I wouldn't even know how to sign up for something like that. You know what I mean? I don't even know where the application process is at. You know? I ain't telling nobody the sales pitch. I ain't telling nobody the sales pitch. Fuck that. I ain't telling nobody nothing no more because this is fuck that. And people keep picking my brain and shit, and they just jotting down and stealing ideas. I'm good. Nobody really want to work with nobody. And let's be honest, like Golden Queen keeps saying like co-host. She never came up on the page on TikTok, never tried to sit on a panel. Like you got to build a rapport with your co-host. You can't just, once the money start coming in, let's sit on a panel together. Nah, that's not called co-hosting. That's called you sitting around until the opportunity benefits you. Love is love. Namaste. Ashe. Salutation. Shalom. Peace. Hope y'all, have a great day. If nobody told y'all that they love y'all today, let me be the first, not the last, to tell you that I love you. It's everything. You know what I mean? That's exactly it, Golden Queen. You never set up on my panel. You don't come over to the panel. You don't come up on the panel on TikTok, even though you can. Like you make excuses not to come up. You type in both comment sections. So I don't really know what that is about, but whatever it is, like keep doing what you're doing. You're gonna grow and develop whatever it is that you're going and developing. If it's about siphoning numbers, then everybody go follow Golden Queen. I don't know what it's about, but you're not. When you got a co-host, it's a certain rapport. That's what makes co-hosting good. It's not just like, you don't even come up on a panel. Like even on TikTok, like I had Carl come up on the panel, and I don't even fuck with Carl. And Carl will come up on a panel before a lot of y'all. A lot of y'all make it seem like y'all want to build with somebody, but y'all don't never, ever build with that person. Y'all just giving them words and making it seem like y'all want to build with that person. Y'all lying. See, look at what you're saying. Every time I drop the invite, I say, anybody that want to come up can come up. Are you in that anybody column, or do you want a specific invite for you? That's what I'm saying. Like, you put specific operation how you want to move. If I tell you to come up, what? And now I got to worry about other people who say, look now how he's trying to control Golden Queen. Look now how he's trying to make her do that. Nah, you're not putting me in no positions like that. You move and operate how you want to move and operate. That's why the invitation is universal. Anybody. You want me to specifically say you.
That chaos sits on your throne. Stuck in a loop for how long? Your pride convinced that right is wrong.